Hello everyone and welcome back. The video is a day late because I wasn't at a point yesterday where I wanted to show make the video. As you can see, I've worked on my human model again. Since I didn't really make a video about the head, I think, or at least about the head then and the head now. This is an update on this, so we're going to look at the in-between steps that still exist in picture form before we go on. The first iteration is this, whatever it is, scary thing and of Majora's Mask, and the second one was at least more human shaped, and the actual current iteration is looking actually at least comparatively better. And yeah, so what I then did is basically, before I grafted the head onto the doll, onto the body, I tried to fix a few things. So as you can see, I've unsmoothed the body, and you can see that the mesh is completely chaotic, broken, nothing really fits. It is absolutely it's a catastrophe. It's absolute disaster in a certain sense. So what I basically did is I tried to at least give this a better structure, and I'm not sure at this point if I will build a new one from scratch again, or if I want to iterate on this one further and try to actually manipulate it into looking good, working, so into a working model. So I haven't rigged this, obviously, as of now. I just rendered it once, so if you want, you can just jump to the absolute body horror that is this picture at the very end of the video. If you are not interested, then I say that's absolutely okay. This is really weird and looks really creepy in a sense. So yeah, I tried to make this look as good as possible, and yeah, I'm trying to basically touch up on the few parts there where I think, okay, there's something I can say, if there's something I can do. But yeah, there's also a bit of touch up on the arms. And what I tried then for the video is to actually make the VMaps. This is something that you will see, which took a bit of time. So yeah, we're gonna watch this as well. And yeah, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, so I'm still trying to basically just fix up the model and have it in a workable, usable shape. I'm not really sure if I can actually salvage this or if this is just gone way too far. But yeah, this is basically the first iteration I ever made on a real human body from scratch, with, of course, with the help of literature and stuff. But yeah, yeah, and that's basically it for the first part of this. So I'm trying to fix the issues here with the stuff not looking not being proportional. But yeah, most of the time actually went into sculpting the face, the head. And yeah, I'm sorry I didn't record it, but actually usually it was just like about half an hour or an hour where I worked on this and I put it aside. So it's basically just really piecework. I worked on this every now and then, and only yesterday I had, or so on Saturday and Sunday I had a longer session where I just started working on it again, and then I basically worked until I was at a stage right there where I thought, okay, this is, I'm okay with this, I can show this, and it's okay. So yeah, right there I'm attaching the head to the actual model. So if I really make a new model, I will most likely keep the head, but I will probably at least partially restructure the body, and even so I'm thinking about actually deleting part of the body and then modeling this part from scratch and putting it in. At this point in time I have a finished UV map for the whole thing, and you can see that I'm working with the shading domains here. So we're at the UV mapping. I have split this into different shading domains and different materials in the UV map, but this is by no means a map that I have worked on for a longer time, so this is definitely not the iteration that I will use in any way anywhere. It's just a finished thing for now. You can already see that that there's split up, that not everything is part of the correct UV map. This is also something I have to look into. So yeah, putting everything in the right map and having it line good, and then I have to actually draw the textures, until I find a tool like an AI tool that I can use that would create the textures for me. But at this point I could also just like have it make me a model that would probably be better. But yeah, yeah, so first thing I did was create the head as a structure. Then I went to the torso, and you can already see that this is really not completely proportional. It really looks weird at points. Yeah, and I'm trying to basically just to see if and how I can apply the UV maps, if shading works as I think and as I wanted to work. So yeah, this is really just the first test run basically, but I wanted to share this, especially since I didn't have anything else I worked on the weekend. But yeah, this is where we basically worked, and you can already see that basically what I didn't see then is that there's pieces on the belly missing. So the yeah, obviously I didn't really match the UV maps correctly. Yeah, and it means I have to do it again anyway. But overall it worked as intended. I could split the limbs into UV maps, I could split the torso into UV map, and I could split the head into UV map. So I actually can make different maps, I can make different textures. Most likely I will just make a base texture and a bump map for this one, and then use the Des Studio tools to actually give it different shadings and give it lighter or darker complexion and everything. But yeah, yeah, overall this was a really fun project. I'll definitely iterate on this. I mean, I started working on Unreal Engine, so I definitely want my own human model, because again, if I use Genesis 2, I would have to pay for all the mores, for all the models that I use, that I can use them in a 3D environment, and this is one of the main reasons why I actually want to have my own model, simply because of the copyright issues that come up. Yeah, so basically at this point I'm having to reiterate the remaps because stuff was cut out. Then I forgot one seam, and from here on it was basically all repetition. Yeah, but at least, as you can see, the torso, I got a acceptable map for the torso. I mean, this isn't the final product, of course. This isn't symmetrical. This isn't a map where I can work